Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how like my ace? I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, team 6.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Spot now.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Check 52. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check 4.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pull it high. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 3. Ready.
But instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Fant. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Set 30 base. Let's make these babies cry. Go. Let's make these babies. High 7. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Got it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey. Alpha. Ready.
Back to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the twist. Watch that. Whip. Watch the whip. Take over.
Here's Mostert. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. He's coming.
2nd and 4. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On the set. 27, Mike 27. Check pass. 6 down. Check 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw. Herbert looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, Charlie! Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check 20. Travel.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Charles Harris. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal.
Five. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Touchdown.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready up.
Right there in the middle, 55. Lots of run. They're running it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Now.
2nd and 9 now. Airing it out for Hamilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Zerline's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They run on first down with Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, Delta. 49's a must. There.
2nd and 2. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Let's go.
Back to throw. Herbert going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On first and goal, Drake. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this off? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go, go.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark.
Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Grant on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Bang.
Back to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Hey, echo. Yo, faster. Mike, 49. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete here. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey pushing tacklers aside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
General West.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Von Miller. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Come on, baby.
On 4th down, Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.